Sid, you're on Run of Fez.
I can't believe it. I haven't worked with Team Black Earl in probably 5 years, and it's the same old stuff all over again.
This is Sid Rosenberg?
That's right, the great Sid Rosenberg, who will be replacing David Lee Roth before you can say yes.
Sidney, what are you up to, buddy?
I'm doing okay. How you guys doing?
Good. Where are you now?
I'm down in Miami, actually.
Yeah.
I lost my job up in New York. You guys may have heard about it.
Yeah, it did kind of make the papers here. So how's everything going for you, Sid?
It's going pretty well. I'm actually doing well. I feel great. I look great. I would have liked a little more support from Ron and Fez and Opie and Anthony, but whatever.
Support in what way?
Well, I don't know. It just seemed like you guys are kind of benevolent about the whole thing.
That we're kind of what?
Like benevolent.
Benevolent in what way, Sid?
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what benevolent means, to be honest with you.
What should we have done for you?
Well, I think there should have been an outcry for the support for Sid Rosenberg.
In what
and
way?
I don't feel that was the case.
In what way?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. You put a lot of pressure on me here, by the way.
No, I mean, you called us, and if we let you down in some way, I was curious to hear.
You can never let me down. You guys were and still are. First of all, you're two of the most talented guys in the media. And second of all, I loved your show then, and I love it now. I mean, I'm still on terrestrial radio. You guys have moved forward to the next great frontier, and I'm still a huge Ron and Fez fan.
So you're saying get you on XM? Is that it, Sid?
Oh, okay.
Do I want to be on XM?
Yeah.
How's the pay?
The pay's nice. The pay's very, very nice, yeah.
You guys are making good money?
Yeah. Now,
Okay, I'll come in. Fine.
Now, have you called them? Have you done anything? Sid Rosenberg,
I have not
of course,
called them.
he was with us at WNEW. Then he was at the Fan, and then you were doing the sports for Don Imus, right?
That's correct. I did Sports on Imus for about 4 years and had a great time with that. Nothing like getting up at 4:30 in the morning to be hammered by the I-Man all over the country and all over the world, actually, on MSNBC. And now I've moved on to Miami, but I mean, if XM pays, I'll come over. No big deal. Fine. What time should I come over?
Now, you said that, what happened exactly when you left? Imus threw you under the bus somehow? What happened?
No. That's not true. No, Don's a friend of mine.
Uh-huh.
I got nothing bad to say about Don. I enjoyed the working experience. It was a great time.
Uh-huh.
I'm still very close to lots of guys on that show, actually.
But now, are you on the air in Miami?
I'm on the air in Miami. I do a 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. show, guys, every day with a guy named O.J. McDuffie, who was a starting wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins for years. In fact, Dan Marino's go-to guy for a couple of years.
Right.
And then I do a solo show on Saturdays down here from 12 to 4 in the afternoon. So, and I've been doing quite well, actually. It's a nice place to live. You guys know. You guys are down in South
Sure,
Florida.
we love, it's a nice place to be, particularly in the wintertime.
Well, right now it is the winter time. So
Yeah.
Right now it's 78 and sunny where I am. I'm about to head to the beach right after this fight. I think the last time I saw you guys, you were both we were going to watch a Tampa Bay Buccaneer game, right?
Yeah.
You watched one with me and my parents one time, Sid.
I do remember that. Your parents are very, very nice people. That was a good time.
And Sid picked up lunch for us.
So what is the best thing that's happened to you since you went to the satellite thing? What would you say is the best thing that's happened to you?
The best thing that happens to us is they just leave us alone, Sid. That
Nobody bothers you, right?
Nobody bothers you. Nobody wants to go over the show with you.
And you can say the F word whenever you want. And all that stuff?
You can curse whenever you want. You can say whatever you want about anybody else. It's just a whole different frontier.
I got to be there. I got too many restrictions. I got too many limitations. I got a lot to say.
You want to say something about the Williams sisters, blah, blah, blah.
Take it easy.
Doesn't matter here.
Really?
You can do all that here, Sid.
Yeah.
But here's the question. When you do that there, does anybody know about it?
I guarantee you there's more people hearing you now than were hearing you on an AM station in Miami earlier today.
You know what? You're probably right.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure what that's indicative of because Miami's not exactly the best market in the world. I mean, all I know is this. I know you guys are on there, and you guys are great. Opie and Anthony are on there. Those guys are better than great. They're also fantastic. So they got the right people at the job there. I know that.
But somehow we all weren't there for you, Sid, when you needed us.
Right. Somehow or another, you guys got these multi-million-dollar contracts at XM, and I had to shove my tail between my legs and come down to Florida and make $1.75 and get a grilled cheese sandwich and smile about it.
And you thought that we should have been outraged when you were canned from a station that none of us worked for.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way I feel. I feel like, yeah.
Now, when you had some of your troubles, I don't know whether you heard from it, I called Olive, And I said, Olive, I've been down that fucking road before. If Sid wants to get together for me, here's my number. He and I can talk.
Right.
So, I feel like, everybody's got their own bottom, but I did kind of reach out to you there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember that. Did you just say fucking road before, by the way?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I just said fuck too on the air.
Yeah, anything can happen. Yeah, we've all been through that. So, I don't want you to, I don't want you to feel like you were let go from us for part of your recovery stuff, but at the same time,
okay, I don't feel that way.
I'm not your agent. I don't go around trying to book gigs for you.
Right. But you were clearly a big fan of mine, even back in my early days when nobody thought, quite frankly, I was any good. Not that changed a heck of a lot, but...
Where, at NEW?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought, you were the wild sports guy. I always thought you did a good job. But
and what happened?
Well,
what happened? I got fired like the rest of them.
You went to another station.
Yeah, it seems to me like you're walking through life having a pretty good time here. You had 4 years on the Fan. That was a good gig, right?
Yeah, but I got fired in humiliating fashion. I mean, what is wrong with you? What do you mean walking through life having a good time? That's just my phony exterior. In my interior, I am fighting demons and majorly depressed every day, bro. I mean, any time now I could just jump off the freaking Miramar Bridge if they even have that.
Right.
They have that, actually.
But you know that all the things that happened there is your responsibility, right, Sid?
What are you saying? That the things that happened is my fault?
Yeah.
You're asking me to take responsibility?
Yes. Isn't that part of your program?
No, I refuse to do it. I believe that there were outside pressures.
Somebody
from guys like you. You guys and Opie and Anthony, over the years, have provided me with outside pressure to go above and beyond what was expected of me. So to be quite frank, I blame almost everything that's gone wrong in my career on you guys.
All right, well, that is the first step. You've taken the first step.
Blame.
Yeah, into staying in Miami.
Programs already. What are you talking about?
But here's the thing. Why is a fucking guy who's in a 12-step program, why is your move Miami, where basically the mayor is fucking doing bumps every day?
Yeah.
That's not the best place for you.
Yeah, but you know what? Outside of New York, it's the most Jews are down here, and I'm not widely accepted. I can't go to La Crosse, Wisconsin.
No.
And say, hey, I'm Sid Rosenberg. Welcome to town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
The fucking KKK is running wild. They're bigger than ever. They're collecting arms all across La Crosse, Wisconsin, and Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Right. So you feel like the only real two markets for you, New York, Miami.
Well, I can go to D.C. I can go to Boston. I'm a very diverse guy. I can go to California. I can go to Dallas.
Yeah. Do you have an agent now?
Of course I got an agent. I got one of the best agents in the country.
Who do you have?
The great Mark Lupselter, who also represents Tiki Barber, Rondé Barber, Lawrence Taylor.
Well, that's great if you're a fucking New York Giant, but what about in radio? Does he have the radio connections?
He's got Joe Beningo, who does middays up at WFN in New York City from 10 to 1. That's a pretty big guy.
All right, so have you had him call Eric Logan?
I don't even know who Eric Logan is. Who's that?
Eric Logan is running the programming at XM.
You got to do some research, Sid.
I've not called Eric Logan. I know. I should be doing. You're right, I have not done the proper research. I will call Eric Logan, but now that you tell me to call Eric Logan, I'm going to call him. He's just going to hang up on me or embarrass me.
No, I don't think so. I think, all right, Earl, you're saying yes, he wants no part of him?
No, I mean, but Logan's a cool guy. He'll at least listen.
Yeah. You could tell him what happened there at the Fan. You had your dream job, and then you're doing mornings, and you're not just on Imus's show, but you're also on TV. It's TV and radio. It must have been like a beautiful gig for you.
It was, but I was under a lot of pressure, and there's always you talked about it, the coke and the booze and the
right.
There was some. It was a rough time. When you have a little success, as you guys have had in many places, and you're generally a weak person like I am,
right.
You know how to handle it, and you go right through you just go nuts.
Right. So
it wasn't enough to play a damn softball game with Black Earl and the guys from WNEW. I had to go to the next step.
You got to go higher. So the best thing for you was failure.
Don't give me this philosophical psychology.
Well, I'm just trying to say, I mean, the last thing I want to do is bring you back into a successful situation.
Oh, so you want me to just rot and go away and eventually just be one of those names forgotten 10 years from now? Well, that's not going to happen, big guy.
What about being a gym teacher? Something along those lines. Something that's a little...
You like sports.
You're giving back to the community.
Not a terrible idea, actually. They got good... Well, what grade? What grade are we talking about?
Not too old. I can't have you near the 11th grade girls.
I can't bang any of this. No, I can't do any of that, huh?
All right, so here's Sid. All right, so you hit rock bottom, but you're pushing back off. You're ready to come back, huh, Sid?
That's pretty much the case. And I will just say this, because there's nothing worse than self-promotion, so I'm going to do it right now.
Go ahead.
Any station, any satellite, any place up there that is not willing to give me a shot and decent money is behind the times. And quite frankly, stupid. But that's not for me to say, even though I just said it. I think I did, didn't I?
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the way you're promoting yourself out there. You're all.
Hey, listen, who's that guy? Who's that guy that kept calling my show after all these years up at FAN, and he would come on and try to talk about the Mets. The next thing you know, he said Ron Fez said hello. Iris, what's that fucking guy's name?
Yeah, it's probably Iris. That's
I'm
probably who
gonna
it is.
beat that guy's ass when I see him.
I don't blame you, buddy. All right, thank you very much, Sid. You stay in touch.
I'm done?
Yeah, that's it. I thought you did really well. Everybody really liked it.
It was a nice showcase for you.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? Well, are you going to call me back and book me now or what?
Yeah, well, Earl, I'm going to put you on hold. Earl's going to give you Elo's number.
Hey, bro, can I get money? Can I get money if I come on your show, like once a week or something like that?
These are the type of things most people would talk about off the air,
Yeah.
Make it a little less awkward.
Or Tiki's agent would handle it.
Yeah.
Could you lend me like 5,000? I'm not even going to be totally serious, bro. I need like 5 G's. I'm serious, bro. I'm telling you, I'll have it back in less than 2 weeks.
I'm going to have you talk to that. Eric Logan is handling all those kind of things.
Oh, he's going to lend me $5,000, Eric Logan?
He probably will. He seems like the type of guy. And
good. Maybe
2 weeks. 2 weeks is not bad.
Yeah, well, it may take long. It may take 3 or 4 weeks, but whatever. I'm in that general area. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I understand.
Yeah. All right, bro.
All right. Hold on.
Hey, Fez, how's your penis?
That's great, Sid. Thanks.
Earl, pick up the phone and just start saying words to him off the air.
Just random ones.
I can't believe he didn't start going, how can I be the man of you, the man? He's that fucking crazy right now.
He just dropped out.
What is it about sports guys? They get so wired.
I don't know.
It drives them quite mad. All the stats and scores, all the numbers finally get to you.
Hey, Mike, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, guys. Just wanted to call in and ask, is it a crazy person day on Ron and Fez show today?
It really does feel like there's a theme going on around here today.
I got to mark my calendar from next March 6th.
Yeah. You know what we ought to do is give Sid the wiki. Wiki and Sid would be able to work things out properly.
Maybe those two minds could come together. Something.
Well, take a break. Right back. Ron and Fez show. Very odd show for us today. Sid Rosenberg was just on with us a couple of minutes ago. Old buddy of ours from WNEW.
He was part of the Sports Guys.
Sports Guys. That was a... how many people were actually on the Sports Guys at one time or another?
About as many as you had, and as many producers as you had.
It was Sid and Scott at first,
it was Scott
right?
and Sid,
Yeah.
and then it was Riggins that joined.
They joined Riggins, and then what happened?
It was like Eddie Ift, and
Right.
I forgot Eddie Ift.
For a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Matty Moonshine.
And Eddie Ift didn't know those guys before, or he did? He was a comic, right?
Yeah, he was a stand-up guy.
Yeah. So somehow they thought, we'll put Eddie Ift on there. That was kind of like the Tom Arnold type experiment. Let's put a funny guy in there. And then where did we go? Oh, they got rid of Scott, right? Scott.
Yeah, Scott left.
What used to happen is any of them would take a vacation. If you took a vacation there, you were fucked. They would not welcome you back. So Scott left, and who came in?
Blaine? Was he next?
No, Blaine was like...
way down, yeah.
That was way down. The only constant was
the Jersey guy. The Jersey guy came on.
Oh, God.
Craig.
Craig Carton.
Craig Carton.
Yeah. So then he came on. And then he got fucking...
Yeah, then it was just one of those, hey, I'm going on vacation.
Then Sid went. No, Sid went on vacation, and Sid was out.
Right.
Yeah,
then it was Craig and Blaine.
Yes. And then I think Blaine left.
And there was somebody with them.
Yeah,
there was a third guy with Craig and Blaine.
Yeah, there was always a third guy. It was always a revolving door of a nightmare there.
Yeah, the only constant was Olive.
Yeah.
It was like Murphy Brown in reverse. He was like the one constant on an ever-changing show.
Just insane. Here is Seth. Seth, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, fellas.
Yeah.
What has happened to freaking Sid Rosenberg? I mean, the guy is like, I was just thinking while he was on, I was thinking he could probably do a great, segment with your show where he did, a sports betting thing with Fezzi every once in a while.
Well, I don't think sports betting is the best thing for Sid to be involved in.
Neither is you lending him $5,000 so he could go do blow for a weekend.
Yeah, well, he and $5,000 of mine are not going to be meeting each other. That's for sure. Thank you very much. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Here is Rich. Rich, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I got to tell you guys, first time caller, long time listener. He's awesome. Sid Rosenberg is awesome.
Oh yeah, he's terrific.
There would be. You guys have plenty of room on this station to put him on for a talk radio sports cast where he's able to curse and say what he really feels. He would be awesome.
The guy has an encyclopedia, sports encyclopedia for a mind. Everybody knows that. That's not the problem.
You got to push for him. You got to help him out.
Well, we said we'd definitely hook him up, but you know, I don't know what. I guess his agent never even attempted it. I have no idea. I didn't know who his agent was. Did you, Fez?
No, I had no idea.
I know he has Tiki Barber, which is real nice if you know you're a running back. But I don't know if you did. I've never heard of a sports agent handling sports guys. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they do their own stuff out that way. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Hey, Brian, you're on Run Fez.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah.
I'm about 20 miles from Guyman, and me and a bunch of my Harley riding buddies are going to be going to the funeral tomorrow, and didn't know if you needed a live correspondent.
Yeah, if you're at that funeral tomorrow that the crazy church is going to be protesting at?
Yeah, the Westboro Baptist Church and Shirley Phelps Roper.
Yeah, we're definitely going to let our presence be known, and this will be the first one I've gone to, but we don't take their outlook on bags and the Army and everything very lightly, and who knows what's going to happen. My brother, him and I both ride together. He's a war veteran himself, and I know he's got real strong feelings about Shirley and her quacks.
Yeah, well, if you're out there tomorrow, give us a call. That would be fun.
I definitely will.
Thank you very much. I'm starting to feel really close with Shirley, like she's part of the team. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. You know who would be perfect for her, too? Sid. To somehow get those two kids together.
The voice of the people.
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, hey, Fez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to listen to the fan, and Blaine and Craig and Sid would be together, those three at one time.
They were sports guys in the morning?
Yeah, and Sid would get an ulcer because he was the only guy that knew sports. And Blaine, which is was with Rocky, he was a funny guy. And Craig knew nothing about sports, and he used to drive Sid crazy that these other two guys were considered the sports guys. You know? It was just comical to listen to Sid.
Yeah, you know, here's the weird thing about that. The sports guys, it never really worked out at WNEW.
Oh, no,
I believe every guy who left that show went on and found some success in their career. So it was never that there was not good people. There was something about that morning slot at WNEW, which I don't know in the history of that station. Have they ever had morning numbers?
Yes, with Dave Herman.
Dave Herman.
Yes.
Going back when?
How far back is that?
20 years?
20 years.
No.
Back to like mid-'80s, mid to late 80s.
So it's been a long time since they've had any morning numbers.
The Curse of Herman.
And everybody, Craig Carton went on to do real well at the Jersey...
1015,
yeah, with the Jersey guys. Sid went on to do real well. Of course, Blaine is, PLJ or something?
Yeah, back with Rocky.
Yeah, so he's doing well. Everybody seemed like they would leave that place that would be the best possible thing that ever happened to him.
And Olive doing all right for himself.
Olive doing real fine.